Hey guys, what is up? John here from flyatmikealpha.com, dog sitting today, and also here to talk to you guys about the 5 things you should know and do before your next flight review. So we just completed the flight review course on flyatmikealpha.com, the course to help you prep for your next flight review, whether you're a rusty pilot and haven't flown in years, or maybe you just want to be ready for your next flight review. It's been about 18 months or 2 years since you went for your last one. Maybe you're ready to go for another one. Check out that online course. The link is in the description below. Awesome course that will help you get ready for it. It actually has a full BFR in there, or flight review in there, with the hour ground session and the flight session with a CFI. So the 5 things you should be doing and the 5 things you should know before your next flight review. Number 1 is go ahead and find your POH, find a renter checkout sheet, and that renter checkout sheet, if you don't have one handy, link in the description below to one of those. You can print off of flyatmikealpha.com for free. Go take that renter checkout sheet and fill it out using your POH and the information you have available to you for the airplane you're going to be doing your flight review in. So that will help you get familiar with all those V speeds, all those weight and balance things. What kind of oil does it take? How much oil does it hold? All of those numbers there, all right? Next step, go ahead and find an old sectional chart. Doesn't even have to be current. Find a paper sectional chart. Look at it, find a few things that maybe don't make sense to you, whether it's airspace or a few symbols on there. Go ahead and circle them, and then also read the entire legend on the side panel of the chart. So get a hold of that side panel, read all through it, refresh on what all those symbols mean, and then find 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever, however many doesn't make sense to you, circle them, bring it in to sit down so you have something to talk to your CFI about during that required ground session during your flight review. Number 3 on the list is going to be get a hold of the private pilot ACS, or perhaps even the commercial pilot ACS, the Airman Certification Standards. You may remember them as the PTS, Practical Test Standards. Now, the ACS is just the updated version of that. It has all those maneuvers, all those topics for ground and flight, and I want you to go ahead and pick at least 3 of those out of the private pilot or commercial pilot ACS, whether it be flight maneuvers or ground knowledge. It could be pre-flight preparation, cross-country planning. It could be things like power on turning stalls, or maybe chandelles, lazy eights, just whatever it is that you haven't done in a long time, turns about a point, whatever it might be, slow flight. Pick at least 3 maneuvers, maybe more out of there, bring that in so you have something that you can actually work on with your CFI. You should be picking what you want to work on with your CFI. Don't leave it totally up to them to direct the entire flight review. This is your time to practice the things that you want to be doing, and you may only be doing this every 18 months to 2 years, so take advantage of it. Now, 4th on the list is prepare thoroughly for when you show up with your CFI so you make the best of that time. Things like look at the sectional chart, map out a cross-country flight, whether they assign you one, or treat it like a check ride. Just when you map out your cross-country and your private pilot or your commercial pilot check ride, either map one out that they assign you or make one up yourself so you get that basic practice in of planning a cross-country flight if you haven't done it in a while. Pull out the whiz wheel, don't just use your iPad for it. Do it the way that you're actually flying, so if you typically fly with an iPad, feel free to go ahead and use the iPad to plan it, but also back it up with the whiz wheel. Practice some of those skills you don't get to practice very often. Do a weight and balance, ask the CFI what their weight is, maybe pretend you're gonna throw some baggage in there, and just get a practice on some of those skills you haven't probably used since your check ride. Number 5 on the list is simply just relax. Everyone passes. No one fails a flight review. There's no way that you can possibly fail a flight review or anything bad goes on your record. This is just an opportunity for you to fly with the CFI and enhance your skills. Not prove anything to anyone, not show that you're good enough to be a pilot. And if you haven't flown in 2, 5, 10, 20 years, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. This is simply a non-jeopardy event for you to go and improve your skills to a level that both you and your CFI are satisfied with, and then you get an endorsement. Maybe that endorsement doesn't happen on the first lesson you book. Maybe you don't even go fly on the first lesson you book. Maybe you just do some ground instruction. But either way, no one fails, just relax. Pick on those things that you want to work on. Your CFI may have a few things they want to work on with you, and in the end, you'll be signed off. You'll be able to go fly with yourself, with passengers, and hopefully be a little bit more confident, a little more skilled after the whole thing is all said and done. If you have any questions about this or about the course we have online to help you prepare for your next flight review at flyatmikealpha.com, leave it in the questions below. These guys are ready for a nap, it looks like, and I'm ready to go, well, do some video editing. So as always, guys, if you can't fly every day, flyatmikealpha.com. We will see you in the next one.